Good evening and thank you for joining us. We begin tonight with major developments at Windsor Assembly Plant. In a letter sent to their employees, Stellantis says the decision to shut down the plant for 2 weeks is the result of U.S. President Donald Trump's tariffs. Let's head straight to CTV's Chris Campbell with our top story tonight. Chris.
Stephanie, this was a decision that had been rumored for weeks, but Unifor Local 444 President James Stewart says Stellantis confirmed it late last night. It came just hours after U.S. President Donald Trump's announcement on reciprocal tariffs.
That's the shocking part, that within 3 or 4 hours they made that decision.
A decision directly tied to Donald Trump's retaliatory tariffs. Unifor Local 444 President James Stewart says Stellantis told the union that Trump's announcement was the deciding factor to shut down Stellantis in Windsor for at least 2 weeks.
If they lose jobs over this, that's as devastating as a war. When you take away their ability to make a living for their families and have a good, a good quality of life, this is just as devastating as a military attack.
Stellantis has confirmed Windsor Assembly will shut down for the weeks of April 7th and 14th. Production is expected to resume the week of April 21st. Stellantis is also pausing production at its Toluca assembly plant in Mexico for the month of April and temporarily laying off workers in Michigan and Indiana, affecting 900 U.S. employees. In an email statement, Stellantis officials said they continue to assess the effects of the recently announced U.S. tariffs on imported vehicles and will continue to engage with the U.S. administration on these policy changes. Immediate actions we must take include temporarily pausing production at some of our Canadian and Mexican assembly plants, which will have an impact to several of our U.S. powertrain and stamping facilities that support those operations.
Hang in there. I'm happy that all three levels, all three party leaders are talking about supports for workers at a difficult time.
Windsor Mayor Drew Dilkin says this is a difficult time, but we will get through it.
We're used to difficult times in the past, the peaks and valleys of manufacturing and automotive. We will get through this too. It's just going to be choppy waters while the U.S. administration sorts out their business.
While Stellantis is reviewing its production schedule, there's concern Trump will move forward with tariffs on automotive parts in the next few weeks.
In automotive, especially in these three countries, we're so intertwined. The Americans cannot aim at Ontario and miss Michigan. And there is nothing about Stellantis that's inefficient. This product is segment leading.
Canada's auto sector employs more than 120,000 people, with about 460,000 people working in related industries. Products that are compliant with the Canada-United States-Mexico agreement are exempt for now.
Stellantis says it will reassess the situation over the coming weeks. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you the latest developments.